First video I've streamed live on Twitch where I've actually commentated on it, so bear with me for the mistakes. Just a quick tutorial for one of the guys in the AAR, that's Autism Awareness Racing Team, on how to paint a car in the basic team colours. Okay, so here you go, select your car. In this case it'll be a 2010 Renault Clio. Okay, so I've selected the car. Go down to paint and customise and go straight across to paint car. If at this stage you've already got a pre-selected paint on the car, it'll ask you to remove it. Okay, so just say yes to that. In this case it's not, it's a standard yellow paint. So I'm going to go across to paint the car. Okay, now you've got these sliders at the bottom, these boxes at the bottom which tell you what you're going to paint. So click on the main body of the car. And then at the bottom you've got all these selections of colours. Use the right bumper button to go across to special colours and then scroll all the way up to that matte black vinyl wrap, the one just before the gold, and click on that, and that will paint the whole car with your base coat of that matte black. You can then go to the bonnet, which you don't need to do because it's already painted. The mirrors, doesn't have mirrors, it can be painted. It's got the spoiler on there, it's already on there. The wheels I like to do in white, it's your choice. If you want to do them a different colour you can. I think white just sets them off. So paint the wheels white. Okay. Next thing is the windows. You can put a tint on the windows. I normally go with black. It doesn't tint the windscreen, of course, it just tints side windows. And I think the rear one, yes it does, yeah. So that's it. When you've done that, press the B button to come out of there and just click on Save to Current Car. And what it'll do, it'll just save what you've just done on that car, and then you can just start applying the different colours. I'm going to do a basic one here with the flag chevrons, and we'll get into that in a second. So you've painted your car, you want to cross to Apply Decals. Okay, click on that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different selections here. I usually start on the left hand side. The first thing I want to do is put a red bar along the bottom of the car. Really easy to do. Click on A for new layer and apply a vinyl shape. Use the right bumper button to scroll through these different selections. Scroll along to that just up and down straight bar. Now it's going to ask you what colour you want. Okay, all the way along to red, to that red, which is the far end, the 1, 2, 3, 4th one down. Click on that. Now it's asking you where you want to put this. If you use your move your left joystick, you see you can move it around. Okay, that's dead easy to do. And the middle one changes the size. For now, what I want you to do is just spin it so that it's roughly level with the bottom of the car. Move across to move down. Okay, you can see it's not quite straight with the car there, so we'll cross to spin, straighten it up a little bit. You can, don't worry if it's not perfect to start with, you can do that in a second. And then on size, press up on the joystick. And then across on the joystick, and you'll see that it'll start to creep up the side of the car there. And that'll do, that's about right. Okay, so you've got that, that's fine. Now, you're going to do the same on the other side, but you don't need to do all that again. You just need to press the A button. Press the A button again on there, and if you scroll down here, you'll see there it says mirror to other side. So press that. And then press the right bumper button to look at the other side, and you'll see that it's done the same thing on the other side for you. It doesn't always do it accurately. Sometimes you have to move it. So if you wanted to go in there and move that, you could press the A button, press change position, and then if I wanted to move that or change size, I could do that. I'm quite happy with it, so that's fine. So I'm going to go back to the left side. What I'm going to do now is put the chevrons on the back of the car. Okay, click on new layer, and then again click on apply vinyl shape. Now you'll see it'll automatically appear at the last one that you use. Press the right bumper button until you get this first screen with these flags on. Now the flags I use are this one at the top here, third along from the top on the top row. Click on that, and now you've got to choose the colour again. Now I always do these in white, so just move across with your joystick, go down and select white, and that changes the colour to white. Now next thing you want to do is spin this around, because it's back to front at the minute. So use the right bumper to go across to spin. Spin that around. When you get it roughly about there, move it across to move, and then you can use the left joystick to move it about. Now I want to make that a little bit, I want to spin it a little bit more that way, so I'm just going to tweak it around a bit. You want to try and get that curve running with the wheel arch, if you can. Move it down a bit. I want to change the size a little, so I'll go into size and press the go up and down. It'll make it wider like that, or you can go that way to the right and then go along to move and just drag it across. So that looks kind of good there. I think it could be a bit bigger, a little bit bigger there. Okay, so I've done that. So I want to do the same on the other side, so it's the same thing. Press the A button, go down to mirror to other side, go around there and check it, and there you have it. It's on the other side. Okay, that's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right, next bit, if you go on the left hand side again, go on to new layer, and instead of going to apply vinyl shape, go down to load a layer group. Okay, now all my layer groups are here. You may need to search for them, because these are all layer groups I've created. You may need to search for them. So if you search for AAR, you will find that. Now it's a black background, the AAR logo with a white writing. You've got it with a black writing. You're not going to see that on this car. The coloured one is different as well. So I'll choose that one. Load AA logo white. You'll see that it's massive. It's just like, well, wow, that's no good. So go across to size, go left on your joystick until you get it roughly to the size you want it. I think that is about right. Across to move, so you can move it to where you want. Now you can see it's pointing upwards, so you want to spin it a little bit to get it in position. That looks about right there. I'm going to spin it back a little bit more. Maybe move it down a fraction. Okay, I'm going to do that. Once again, press the A button and mirror to other side. Now, when you apply a logo like this, you'll notice that when you go to the other side, it's upside down. Right, so you can fix that really easily. You just click A, click on it on A, and go down to flip horizontal. So it's flipped it the right way up, but you see it's not straight. So you need to click it again and change the position and spin it until it's in the right position. That's about right there. Okay, so I'll go back to the left side again. Next thing I'm going to do is put another logo on the bottom of the door sill. So click on new layer, go down to layer group, and again search for AAR, and you will find all of this stuff that I've done. And this is the one I'm putting on there. It's just the Autism Awareness Racing logo. Load AAR text, and again it's massive. It's so, wow, it's far too big. So go to size and reduce that size down to something like that. Across to move, then pull it down. Now you see it's still not straight. It wants to be spun a little bit just so it's straight on that sill, and perhaps move down a little bit. This is all trial and error. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. It's really quite simple. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to click that, click it again, and then I'm going to mirror it to the other side again. I'm going to go around and check it. So right bumper twice, and as you'll see, it's upside down, so you'll need to click it, flip it horizontal, and then I'll need to straighten it. So change position, across to spin, and just, that's it, spot on. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is put you can put your name on the door. Okay, you might not want that. Put your name on the door. I usually do with most of my paints. So click new layer, load a layer group, and again search for your gamer tag. If you're a member of AAR, you will have this on your door. For this purposes of this, I'm going to use AAR Frankies. Okay, so load AAR Frankie, and again it's massive, so across the size, bring it down quite small, about that size, move it up to just above the door handles where I normally put it, and then spin it slightly. Move it down a little bit so it's level, that's about right, and again I'm going to mirror that to the other side. So I'll go back to the left side and check it, and as expected it's upside down, so I'm going to click on it, flip horizontal, and then click on it again and straighten it. You might need to move it as well, so I'll spin it to have it straight like that, and I'm going to move it a little bit about there. Looks about right. Okay, that's fine, sorted. Right, we'll go to the rear bumper now. Just click the right bumper to get to the rear bumper. Okay, you can do what you want on the back here. I'm going to give you an idea for what you can put on here, but ultimately it's up to you. I would straight away load a layer group, find my gamer tag that I've already created for you, which is shaved, AAR Frankie. Again, it's huge, so I'll resize it and then move it down into where the number plate is. You can, if you want, you could change the colour of that if you want. So, say if you wanted to make that red, change position or change colour, and then you can choose whatever colour you want. If you want it yellow or green, blue, purple, whatever colour. For me, I'll just leave it white. Keeps it simple. Okay. I'm going to do another new layer here, and I'm going to do another load layer group. And again, search for AAR, and what I'm looking for here is the AAR symbol on its own. That one there I can use. And I'm not going to use that one, no I'm not. I'm going to use that one, the red one. I could have used the other one and made it red, it's just as easy to do. Again, it's too big, so you need to resize it. Actually, I'm gonna make a change here. What I'm gonna do is I've decided I want that AAR in the number plate section. So I'm just gonna leave that where it is. I'm gonna go across to Frankie, click on it, change position. I'm just gonna move that up there for now. Go across to the AAR, click that, change position, and move that down into there. It's too big, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Right. What I like to do here, and it just kind of sets the back of the car off, and again, it's your choice, you can do what you want with it. Just click on new layer, apply a vinyl shape. We want to go back to that single up and down pole there. Okay, leave it as white. Click the button again to select white. You want to spin it so it's level with the AAR. You can fine tune that in a bit and move it down to about there. Now that's far too thick, so you want to go to the size and reduce the size of it. I usually have it something like that, and you can just move it around and position it as you want. You want to put a one on the other side, you can do that, but you don't need to recreate it again. All you need to do is to press the Y button. You hear a funny beep, and as long as it's in move, it'll just recreate that and it'll pull it across for you, like so. Okay, the AAR Frankie, I want to change that now and move it, so I'm going to change position. I'm going to put that there and make it slightly bigger. move it across a little bit, and then on the back as well I'm going to go to a new layer, load layer group. Again, just search AAR and you'll find all of this stuff that I've got here. Go to the Autism Awareness Racing, load AAR text, resize it to make it smaller, and then just move it down, and I'm going to put it on that centre bar of the bumper there. It's a little bit big, that's fine. Needs one or two little tweaks there, that's fine. Okay. On the top of the car, there's two things you need to do on the top of the car. Again, click a new layer, load layer group, and you want to search for AAR and you will find the one with the autism colours in it. Click on that, load it. Again, it's massive, it's far too big, so go to size, reduce it in size, move it across to the centre of the car and on the top, and spin it and just centralise it in there. There you go. And click on new layer again, load layer group. And I just take the standard AAR logo. Again, it's far too big, I want to resize it, and I want this quite small. Losing sight of it because it's on the windscreen, so drag it down to the bonnet. Use the right stick to turn that around and spin it so that it's straight and level with the front of the car. Move it around. Still a bit big. Okay. That's a basic paint. So that's the basic. You can add other bits and pieces. There's other AAR logos and bits and pieces that you can use. Feel free to use them. They're all there. I'm constantly creating new ones to try and improve the look of the cars. But that's the basic, straightforward paint. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be loading this up to YouTube, so if you've got any questions, leave a comment in the box below. Thank you very much.